There's a weight nobody tells you about when you become an angel investor, a silent truth tucked away beneath the noise of pitches, term sheets, and quick wins. It's the loneliness that creeps in, the sting of decisions where every yes or no carries the weight of dreams, livelihoods, and your own reputation on the line. You're surrounded by noise, founders flooding your inbox, shiny presentations, promises that feel both intoxicating and fragile. But what hijacks your peace of mind is not the deals. It's the invisible rule that nobody spells out but everyone lives by. The unspoken understanding that your judgment must be sharper than steel, but your heart must somehow stay unbroken. Because every investment is a bet not just on numbers, but on people, futures, and the untamed chaos of innovation itself. It's exacting, unforgiving, and often brutally lonely. You've seen it too many times. The founder who seemed unstoppable falling apart days before launch, the pitch that glittered but hid cracks no spreadsheet can reveal, or the startup that looks perfect on paper but has no pulse in the real world. That gut feeling, the instinct you try to trust, it pulls you in opposite directions. It's both your greatest weapon and your most dangerous trap. Because listen carefully, the world, the ecosystem, even the loud voices around you, they pressure you to obey conformity disguised as wisdom, to play it safe. To hedge bets with caution, following patterns, systems, the rules that everyone else seems to obey. But you already know deep down, this isn't how breakthroughs, legacies, or real changes are born. Progress doesn't happen in the middle where comfort and consensus reign. It happens at the edges where the rare, bold few reject the easy path and risk everything. Here's the harsh truth. As an angel investor, you're damned if you listen to the crowd and damned if you don't. To stand out, to truly make a dent, you must embrace the edge. You must reject the comforting lie that playing safe means surviving. Because survival is a slow death. The exceptional, the revolutionary, the real game changers, they don't follow rules. They burn the rule books, they laugh at conventional wisdom, and more importantly, they refuse to let their fire be extinguished by a system that rewards obedience and punishes rebellion. In every deal you ponder, every handshake you consider, lies a battlefield of potential, between commerce and art, between profit and purpose, between what is and what could be. Your role isn't just to fund ideas, but to become the unseen force that breaks cages instead of building them. You need to look beyond metrics and milestones and see the raw human chaos behind every founder's eyes, that desperate hunger not just for capital, but for liberation from the suffocating status quo. These are the rare spirits who don't want a borrowed life. They don't want comfortable conformity. They want to burn brightly, to redefine reality, to leave a mark that echoes beyond quarterly reports. Your mission is to see them clearly, to fuel that fire without smothering it. But how? How do you do this without being crushed by doubt, noise, and the relentless tide of uncertainty? The unspoken rule they live by, and you must make your own, is this. Trust the fire that can't be measured. Numbers can tell you what's been. Models can predict trends, but passion, resilience, and radical authenticity? These are invisible on paper but alive in the soul of every startup worth betting on. Look for the founder whose eyes burn with a refusal to settle, whose answers break the mold, whose dreams don't fit the spreadsheet boxes. Invest in the becoming, not just the present metrics. Because real impact comes from transformation, not imitation. You're funding evolution, not replication. But beware, this is fragile. The world will try to dilute that fire, first silently, then aggressively. The pressure to normalize founders, to force fit them into known categories, to water down their vision so it's easier to sell, that pressure eats away at the very essence that made them investable in the first place. And you, as an angel investor, have a sacred duty to resist this. To be ruthless in protecting the wildness, the imperfection, and the rebellious edge of those you back. The system will call you reckless. It will call you naive. Ignore it. Because no true progress was ever made by obeying the voices that demand comfort over courage. Here's a deeper truth hidden beneath your daily battle. Your job is not to fix the world with money or mentorship. The world is broken because it rewards obedience, not because it lacks ideas or ambition. You are here not to patch cracks, but to transcend the broken game entirely, to see beyond borders, industries, and outdated systems, to fund not what is safe, but what is necessary. You invest in those who have stopped waiting for permission, those who burn instead of bend. Eternity favors the long game. Patience is your most powerful weapon. Resist the urge to demand instant returns, both financial and emotional. True liberation, true transformation, doesn't arrive on someone else's schedule. It comes slowly, fueled by persistence and an unshakable belief in becoming. Do not fall for the world's lie that success is a sprint. It's a marathon through fire and doubt, where every lesson learned is a spark lighting the way forward. And perhaps the most powerful insight you can carry, your role is not to create belonging, but to craft becoming. Find the rare few who blaze beside you, who burn with the same unyielding intensity. Align with them, not because they fit the trend or the expected lineup, but because they challenge you, push you, force you to rise. Your investment is a covenant with these few, not passive sponsorship. You forge a partnership that demands total sovereignty from both sides. Your will is your weapon. Their vision is your battlefield. You're not a part of a system designed to make everyone comfortable. You stand at the end of that system, ready to release something new, something real, something wild, something that shakes foundations. You do not scale noise. You amplify essence. Amid the clamor of copycats and mediocrity, you seek the rare voice echoing freedom, refusing sameness. Your freedom is not given. It's seized through relentless action. It shakes the core of convention, rejects false freedom wrapped in rules and convenience, and honors the fierce strength in difference and contrast. Through your courage, through your selective fire, you become the liberator of the many hidden behind the facades of the status quo. You might have never been told this, but here it is. The most valuable rule you live by is to fight for the flame inside, not just in your portfolio, but in yourself. To never allow convenience to dim your vision, to never settle for the illusion of safety when it cages you, to always demand that your investments and your life reflect that relentless refusal to obey a system designed to forget you. This obsession, you feel it in every nerve, every sleepless night, every gut-wrenching decision. It's not a burden. It's your calling. You are the rare edge that reality forgot. You're here to turn courage into capital, rebellion into reality, and potential into legacy. So whatever it takes, keep stepping forward. Keep trusting the fire you see. Keep betting on those who scare the system because they will build what no one else dares to imagine. Because in that rebellion lies the secret, the unspoken code every true angel investor lives by. Don't just invest in startups, invest in freedom. Invest in the breaking and the becoming. Invest in the few who burn so brightly they will ignite the many. And in doing so, you ignite yourself. That is the power you hold. That is the revolution you fuel. That is the unspoken truth, the rule without which no true angel investor can thrive. And once you live by it, there is no turning back, no silence, no rest, only the wild, unbreakable fire of becoming.